Hello. We're going to start uh, another session of Tummo meditation. And as we know, we use the platform, the framework of Tummo to go within. We have run outside so much into the sansar, finishing our long-term objectives, goals. And in the process, we have gone through a lot of sufferings, a lot of anxiety, whether we reach to the goal or not. And we also have gone through a lot of frustrations when the goals have failed. People we liked walked away. People we didn't like walked towards us. All those sufferings we have gone through sansar. But the only way to come out of the sansar is to understand the sansar. There was a time when we were nothing but an energy. And this energy started converting into mass. With a single cell in mother's womb, we were born. And then before we know, the cells kept on multiplying. And before you know, we came into the world to face the world. All the people are born, but not everyone end up the same way. All the children play the same toys. They have the same things to share, same joys, same likes, same dislikes. But as they go older, they differ. They differentiate into so many different varieties of personalities. Why? Because of our vrittis and vasanas, which are hidden within us. They are different. We are bringing them from our previous life, which we had built up over last life. And now we are also in the process to fulfill those vrittis and vasanas. Utilizing the sansar, we're gonna go on trying to collect whatever we can. We are under the illusion that we can collect and take something with us from this world. That is not the nature of sansar, but we don't know that. We are unaware of the truth that we're gonna find in today's session. Is one of my favorite topics of Advait. Dvait is the duality. Duality is all sansar, tall and short and white and black and rich and poor and upper and lower and famous and not so famous and infamous, and all these things are included in the sansar. That's full of duality. We pick and choose between the things we like, things we don't like, and we keep on running till we get tired. Sansar does not get tired. We get tired and die. But our inner vrittis and vasanas do not go away. It seems like a defeat. So we ask for another life, another body comes, and we keep on going into these cycles. So why are we suffering and why we are not waking up? Let's see. We're gonna utilize the Tummo meditation. As everyone knows, you sit in Vajrasana and first finger and the thumb resting comfortably on the thigh, back erect. Take a deep breath. We start with Muladhara that connects us to the earth. After we are born, we need sustenance. We need someone, something to provide us some sustenance. Food, the sun, the water, all these elements are supporting us. We get stabilized. Mool Adhar. This is where your ultimate steadiness comes from in the life while you are in sansar. Take a deep breath. Through this Adhar, we're setting our foot slowly and steadily. We're becoming steady into the sansar. Every time we take a deep breath, We push it down and pull the rectal muscles up and contract all your body muscles and hold your breath as long as you can. Take a deep breath. And relax. Watch the energy rising. Watch the blood flow. After getting settled, we rise higher to Swadhisthana. Swadhisthana is a chakra 4 inches, 4 fingers below the navel. This is your state of expansion. This is where state of differentiation from others. Everybody carries their own goals. You carried your, I carried mine. Everyone carries their own goals and go in a different directions. We run after whatever we thought we were here to grab. Obstacles make us nervous, anxiety. Obstacles make us angry because we cannot get to the goal. Even after we get the goal, we suffer because we lost it. We keep on running. Friction, fights, sufferings, competition. These are all everyday life, but we don't realize why. Because we are blinded by the goals we came in for. We are not aware of what else is going on within our body. Our body is not just the matter, it's also spirit. One that is being aware of the matter is the spirit. Awareness differentiates the higher source to the lower entity. If you are aware of a pencil, obviously you are carrying a higher weapon of awareness. A pen does not have awareness. Same way you look at your body, be aware of your body. Who is becoming aware of your body? The mind. Mind is obviously superior to the body. And now through this meditation, we are going to be practicing the awareness itself and become aware of the mind. So far, we were all carrying false notions, ideas, beliefs, and keep on running into the samsara. We're going to rise higher and realize what else is in the store within our body. Take a deep breath, Swadhisthana. The fire is rising to the Swadhisthana. We are lighting up the chakra that got us activated into the samsara. Remain aware of all your life journey, what you did, where you came from, and where you were going, what were your goals. Analyze your actions, and awareness makes you learn some lessons. We have a lot of lessons to learn, and from the greatest teacher, the awareness. Take a deep breath. So now you are setting down, getting established in the samsara. The fire is rising to the Swadhisthana. Last one. Take a deep breath. To do all this activity, we need the power. We need the digestion. We need the fire in our pit where all the food, all the energy gets created. The food gets assimilated to create this energy. That happens on Manipur, in between the rib cage. Take a deep breath. And relax. Fire is rising into the abdomen. Don't forget to contract your rectal muscles. Take a deep breath. and relax. Watch the flow. Observe your heartbeats. Observe the pulse. Observe the energy that's coming out of your body and rising higher to the higher centers. Last one. Take a deep breath. You got the power provided by the samsara. The universe provided you with the five elements that constituted your body. And then it gave you the energy to act in the world to do what? Act out your personal goals, personal vrittis, and personal vasanas. This is what you are doing right now. You are unaware of the higher entity which made all these things possible. Take a deep breath. And relax. You are totally oblivious of what other things are going on within your body at a very, very sukshma level, very, very microscopic level. Whatever you are doing, the actions outside are controlled by your thoughts, and your thoughts are controlled by your beliefs, convictions, and your beliefs and convictions are slaves to your desires. And desires are deeply hidden. You don't even know about it. Why you acted in such a way in certain situations. Tendencies, vrittis are also deeply hidden within you. And these vrittis, it shows your tendency, which way you're gonna spill over, which way you're gonna slip down. Those are called vrittis, and you are carrying them. You have set up your empire, your connections, your family, your friends, your ownerships, your cars and houses and friend circles and relatives, big empires. You are in dream. Think you can expand forever. You go higher on Anahat Chakra at the heart center. Take a deep breath. Anahat is where you start expanding towards your objects of pleasure, people, objects, situations that you like, that you call yours. And you extend your love, forgiveness, kindness, benevolence, but it is limited to only your likes and not for objects or people that you dislike. Do not misunderstand this with divine love. Divine love comes only with divinity. Only in the Advait state you can experience it. But you are expanding for sure. Instead of just for yourself, now you're living for your friends, your relatives, your spouse, your children. Take a deep breath. And relax. As you grow higher in the chakra, your development keeps on increasing step by step. Take a deep breath. You are more aware than just yourself. The surroundings, you are aware. And you extend your benevolence, kindness, gentleness to them. Take a deep breath. Remain aware throughout the process, throughout the session. Keep your eyes closed and walk with me. Synchronize with me. Keep your awareness fully awake and alert of what's going on within you. Follow every single word and relate it to whatever happened in your life. All your vrittis and vasanas made you run, and you went through successes, failures, not a great success, not such a dismal failure. You experienced a lot of things. Success in relationship with the object or a person or a situation, and the same thing, failure of losing objects or people or situations. You did not have that awareness that you're having it right now. You are fully aware of what is going on within you, within your body. This awareness is everything. Even when you were practicing your carrying out your vrittis and vasanas towards the objects of pleasure, the awareness was always there. But you were not aware of that awareness. Without this awareness, you would not even have been able to carry out this life of your dreams. Even a tiny ant is walking around, going somewhere with full awareness where it is going, looking for food, bringing it back to the baby. Even the ant has awareness. Even the earthworm has the awareness. Even the butterfly has the awareness. This awareness is freely distributed. No one knows about it because they are not aware of the awareness. And that's what we are practicing here, the guided meditation through which we raise our awareness, which we missed out because we were blinded. We were blinded by our objectives, by the objects that we were dreaming about, the objects we had not even achieved, but we were living in the future. And we were attached to this future, which we thought would happen every single day. Every single second, we were connected with that object by the awareness. But we were busy in ourselves, strengthening our ego that I am the doer and I want more. So I want that object or that person or that situation so that I can expand my ego. So all you cared about was you and that object or a person or a situation. The connection between you and that object you never knew was the ultimate secret that you were carrying around with you. And it was that awareness. Awareness was always with you, whether it was your success or failure. It was always there. Take a deep breath. And relax. Now you have settled your empire, thinking that you created this empire, never appreciating who created this world, who created your body, who created all your fields where you can operate to achieve your goals. And what's going to happen? What after you achieve? You were too busy achieving more. And that's why you never paid attention. You never had the wisdom to think about all these things. So we rise higher to the Vishuddha chakra. That's where your inner wisdom, inner intuition starts coming up. Take a deep breath at the neck level. Body is burning below the neck. Don't forget to contract the rectal muscles and all the muscles of the body and make your head go down and push down. Take a deep breath. Some message comes from consciousness and it stirs something within you that there is something wrong with this mathematics. You keep working, working, working. You collect, 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 and then give up everything. If the life doesn't take it away, death takes it away. Either way, it's a loss. Alexander couldn't keep it. Genghis Khan couldn't keep it. They all expanded and then went into oblivion. Nobody cares about them at this point. This is the business of sansar. Sansar is cruel. It gives you and takes it away also. Now you have started realizing at Vishuddha Chakra that these possessions are creating an internal turmoil within you. Take a deep breath. The turmoil is governed by your desires and the objects of pleasure and the anxiety of the future, whether you're going to get to where you want to go or not, and the regrets of your bad steps that you took, which made you lose your objective. You are filled with sufferings, and they are in the form of regrets of the past, anxieties of the future, and your attachment to the present. What you want, what you see, you want more. Now you have become more aware of this inner turmoil that your mind is going through all the time. Mind is not smart. Mind is dumb. Mind is matter, just like the sansar, which is outside. Because mind is filled with thoughts about sansar, which is physical. So mind is physical too. Whether you cannot see it, you cannot touch it, but it is there and it is matter. And our job is to rise higher, to go into the zone of spiritual existence, which is the consciousness. So now you get this intuition coming from within, and you start analyzing and you start releasing yourself towards the spiritual path. Take a deep breath. Now the path of sansar seems a path of failures. And now you start a path which is nothing but success, as there is no competition, there are no goals, there is no suffering, like it was in the sansar. Your vrittis and vasanas made you run and run and run towards something which can never be yours. It's like trying to extract oil from the sand. The nature of sansar is never to offer you anything that will stay with you forever, because sansar itself is ever changing. It cannot give you anything that is not changing. Your money will change. Your physical structure will change. Your fame will change. A lot of things will change. You will try to hold on to it, and that's what will lead to sufferings. Once you make money, you have to work at it to hold on to it. Once you become famous, you have to become artificial to hold on to this fame. All these are sufferings at the mind level, but now you're realizing and you want to go beyond that. Last one. Take a deep breath. Vishuddha Chakra. Now you are standing outside this wild river of sansar, which is continuously flowing, mesmerizing you, mesmerizing your mind, mesmerizing your beliefs, your thoughts, your ideas, Everything is brainwashed by this sansar, and you were going with it like swimming in the wild river. Now, somehow, the intuition has started. Consciousness has approached you and is giving you a little bit of rest outside, standing on the river bank, watching the wild river of sansar. And now your path is going to become more secure as you rise to Agnya Chakra in between the eyebrows. The body is burning to the Agnya Chakra level. The fire is rising. Take a deep breath. Agnya Chakra is your command center. Now it realizes the foolishness of the lower centers, of what was going on. Your vrittis and vasanas were driving you, and you didn't even know because you were not in touch with the awareness. The awareness was always there. In your success, it became a success. In your failure, it became a failure. The awareness is a silent witness. It takes any form that it wants you to take, wants it to take. You see a rose, the rose goes away. The image of the rose remains. Your consciousness became the rose for you. The girl that you liked is playing in your dreams, in your mind, in your thoughts, in your desires. Who makes it happen? The awareness takes the shape of that girl and keeps it with you. But awareness itself remains awareness. But it is modified. It is conditioned now. This conditioned awareness, conditioned consciousness is nothing but your thoughts, your ideas, your beliefs, your vrittis and vasanas. What do you think the waves come from? Not from outside the ocean. They are the ocean, but they are different form. The ocean has taken the form. The same way within you, these vrittis and vasanas are conditioned consciousness. That's why Patanjali says, Yogas chitta vritti nirod. Chitta vritti, tendencies. Nirod, destroy. You cannot destroy something which is not there. How can you destroy? If you destroy a wave, what happens to the wave? Wave was always the ocean. Even after destroying it, it still remains the ocean. It's a conversion. You cannot destroy vrittis and vasanas. With your deeper wisdom and understanding and realization, contemplation, reflection, you have to realize that all your vrittis and vasanas, nothing but a modified forms of the same awareness that you're experiencing right now. When it becomes modified, it becomes vrittis, and vrittis leads to desires. Desires leads to convictions, thoughts, beliefs, and all these things ends up in action. So now at Agnya Chakra level, you have realized this truth. So you are controlling the lower centers, giving commands to do this, do that, not to go in the wrong direction, but to take this path of spirituality. Take a deep breath. Relax. Watch the flow. How do we know that these vrittis and vasanas did not come from outside? You go to see a pot maker who is making pots out of mud. His pots are ready of various shapes and sizes. And there is a big pile of mud sitting next to it. What do you think he's making the pots from? The mud. The pots take different shapes and size, but they still are mud. But when we look at the pots, we forget the mud. We look at the vrittis and vasanas and objects of pleasures, we forget the consciousness. Consciousness has taken all these forms for us. This consciousness was always with us. We just did not pay attention to it. If we did, we would not be running like we did for our vrittis and vasanas, because awareness itself is infinite, shapeless, sizeless, omnipotent, omnipresent, nirgun, nirakar. In this homogeneous state of awareness, the consciousness, there is everything. This is the seat of total contentment. And you will realize that vrittis and vasanas are not necessary. I don't have to run to get something which I will lose anyway. Last at Agnya Chakra, take a deep breath. You lift your head and unlock when you breathe out. That releases the energy, lets you rise to the higher center. We go to the crown chakra, Sahasrara. Take a deep breath. At Sahasrara chakra, we have transcended the body. The body is in front of us, and the awareness is aware of it. The body was given to us and is taken away. Anything that is given to us is never ours and will be taken away by the corresponding entity. All the 5 elements which got together to create our body, they're going to disperse and go back to making another body. Body was never ours. Those objects of pleasure were never ours. And with the ending of the body, we end our connections. But there is no regret. Why? Because we are in the ocean of consciousness, which has no shape, no size. It is changeless because it has no form. The birth, growth, decay, and death belongs to the matter, not to the spirit. Now, what about the body itself? What about those 5 elements? What about the universe? It's E equal to mc square. All the matter we see is also energy, which is part of the consciousness. So if you look at the body, it's only a shell. There is nothing like inside or outside. Inside, you experience this consciousness. Outside is another form of consciousness, the energy, which has converted into matter. So there is consciousness everywhere. Realize this. Take a deep breath. The body, which was so beautiful, it gave us all these experiences and also allowed us to come in contact with the path of spirituality. So we thank the body for giving us these beautiful experiences. Ultimately, we are thanking the consciousness. Every single thing in the universe and every single thing within the universe in our mind, it's all nothing but consciousness. It's all modifications. Modified consciousness still remains consciousness. It's like if you see a person in your doorway, if you don't recognize, he remains a stranger. As soon as you recognize him, he becomes your relative that you forgot. So it's all about recognition. Outside is also consciousness, inside is also consciousness. Consciousness is infinite. How could it have divisions? All this sansar is floating around within the consciousness. Just like at night when you go to sleep, your dreams float around. Who created them? Who brought them from outside? No. It was all your mental energy that created the Switzerland within you and all the casino and the $1 million you won and all the presidentship that you got in your dreams, whatever. All those were nothing but modifications of your mental energy. They were not the truth. You wake up and you realize it was the dream. So this is the stage in this session to wake up. Wake up to the consciousness. That's where you are. That's what you are. And everything else was a dream. Dreams are the only one that come and go. You always remain in a day-to-day life. Same way, the life is being a big dream. The sansar, being a big dream, comes and goes. The sansar was created and it will end someday, but not the consciousness. Take a deep breath. So you don't have to destroy the vrittis and vasana. There is no destruction. Consciousness cannot be destroyed. It only can be understood. Path of spirituality is a path of wisdom. Path to find the highest truth by inner reflections that everything is one. Everything in the universe is the same consciousness, taking different forms. The seed is a consciousness. The seedling is a consciousness. Plant is a consciousness. The sun that is being given to the plant is also consciousness. The oxygen is consciousness. The air is consciousness. You are consciousness. Everything, everyone. All these dualities end when you can see the consciousness in everything. The duality comes to an end. The duality, which was the cause of suffering, struggle, competitions, depression, anxiety, mad, moh, krodh, maya, all these things get transcended, not destroyed, understood. You just did not understand your own relative, which was standing in your doorsteps, the consciousness. It's time to understand the consciousness which is capable of taking all these various forms and was playing in front of you, and you did not even realize. But now you have. You remain peaceful in the tranquil state of consciousness, which is your eternal life, eternal existence, which cannot be changed, which cannot be altered. You remain immortal, away from competition, away from suffering. Nothing but tranquility and bliss. Have a good day.